Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Vilma and today I'm doing a get ready with me video, or kind of like talk through video. I'm gonna go and meet one of my closest friends. We're gonna do some makeup shopping. She is looking to get a lot of products. She doesn't wear a lot of makeup, so I'm taking her to the Bobbi Brown store in the, I don't know if it's House of Fraser or John Lewis today. So I'm really excited because I love going to shop for makeup with my friends, giving them my tips and stuff like that. So I wanted to get ready on camera, just show you guys the makeup that I'm going to be wearing today. I am using only natural light, so sometimes it's probably going to go a little bit bright and a little bit kind of like dark, so I do apologize in advance. But it's a very sunny day today in London, although it's extremely cold outside. But I wanted to use natural light so you guys can see everything a lot better. So I'm going to start with my foundation because I've already primed my face with my products, my skincare and stuff like that. For foundation, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder foundation in the shade 7, and I'm going to be applying it with a Bobbi Brown full coverage face brush, which I've been really enjoying. How you guys been? I hope everything's going okay with you guys. I don't do videos like this which are very chatty, so I do hope that you guys enjoy it. So I'm just going to dot the foundation on my face. Haven't really done a video on this foundation. I've been using it for the past 3 weeks, and so far I really like it because it's very light, it's very natural. It's perfect now for this time of weather where it's really cold, because it's hydrating as well. So today I'm just going to go for one of those looks which is kind of like fresh looking, a little bit glowy. I wouldn't say dewy, but glowy. And I think this type of makeup is perfect for those of us who are over 40s because it's not heavy. It's not going to emphasize imperfections. So I tend to just blend this foundation first by stippling it and then blending it out. I find that this shade is not 100% perfect for my skin tone. It's a little bit more olivey tone, if that makes sense, but spring is nearly here. Hopefully it will match me a lot better. So I've been feeling really tired recently. I don't have motivation to do stuff. I suffer from anemia, and the one that I have is like iron deficiency, and it makes me feel really tired, to the point that I started feeling unwell, faint here and there, and I would walk for 5 minutes really fast and I would be like out of breath. And I've also noticed my hair shedding, which is crazy. So I'm on iron tablets. I had to reduce them to like from 3 to 1 at the moment because they're very strong, but I am starting to feel a bit better. I'm going to be using 2 concealers in this tutorial just because one is quite brightening and the other one provides a little bit more coverage. The brightening one I'm using is the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, and I'm going to kind of like try and highlight the high points of my face with this one, because I feel like with this foundation I definitely need to highlight, or else my other concealer, which is pretty much my skin tone, will just make me look pretty kind of like uniform with no dimension to my face, which it's a no-no. So I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown foundation brush and just blend that in. So I got my hair straightened, as you guys can see. I needed to go to the hairdresser because although I cut my hair by myself, it was really uneven, and my hair has a lot of damage from last year's highlights that I did by myself at home. And I feel like every couple of months I definitely need a trim just to keep my hair healthy because it's growing a lot. Hopefully I'll give you guys a shot of how long my hair actually is. Yesterday I went to Tony & Guy close to where I work, and I loved the service. They're really pleasant in there, and I had the best head massage I've had in years, and I absolutely loved it. So basically I'm letting my natural hair grow. I have a bunch of gray hairs like over here. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick up, like right over here I have a bunch of gray hairs, but I noticed the difference of my hair here till here. It's so much healthier than down here. So I'm excited to see how my hair is going to look a year from now. So whilst my concealer is setting, I'm going to be using a brow pencil by Bobbi Brown. This one is called the Perfectly Defined Long Wear Brow Pencil. I have this in the shade Saddle. I ordered it online very recently. I wasn't too sure which shade to go for. It has kind of like an angled pencil on this side and then a spoolie. But Saddle actually works really well for me. And I'm definitely not trying to get like a super defined brow, just natural looking. So my brothers and I were trying to get my dad here for the Easter holiday for a week. And my dad is super excited. First I called him and I said, Dad, do you want to come? He said, I don't have any annual leave. I don't have holiday. And then a couple of days later he said, yeah, you can try and get me a ticket. He loves coming here. And I haven't seen my dad since October. So for me, it's just like, it's so nice. And my daughter adores her granddad, so he definitely needs to come. So now I'm going to apply my second concealer, which is the Full Cover Concealer by Bobbi Brown. I really like this concealer, but I feel like you don't need to apply a lot, like just a little bit on the inner corner. That's the area where I have more of dark circles, and this concealer is so full coverage and so thick that if I apply a little bit too much, it does crease on me. So I tend not to apply too much. I really just want it like in the inner corners of my eyes. So now I'm going to set my face, and I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury airbrush powder, which I've hit pan, as you guys can see, and I'm using a BO2 by Real Techniques. It's a really nice brush. I love this powder. I'm going to concentrate it mainly like in the center of my face for now, because I'm going to use a cream blush to give me a more natural look. Next, I'm going to bronze my face, and I'm using the NARS Laguna bronzer, which I've hit pan ages ago, but this is my favorite bronzer because it's so natural. And I didn't think it would look good on me, but since I bought it, it's like the one that I use the most. It just gives the most natural bronzed look. And I'm using a BO1 by Real Techniques, which I love because it's perfect to bronze and powder the face. Sun, just stay away please while I'm doing my video, because the lighting is just going to be crazy, changing constantly. I'm also going to apply bronzer on my eyes, because this is how I do like natural looks. It just complements the skin and it looks really nice. I don't have a lot of pigmented eyelids, if that makes sense. So doing a little bit of this will just add a little bit more dimension to my eye. So next, just to add a little bit more to my eyes, I'm going to be using the shade Sidecar right here. I absolutely love this shade. It just adds a little bit more to the eye look, a little bit of sheen. It's such a beautiful shimmery shade, but it's natural. It still complements the look. So my next product is mascara. I am using the New Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara. I've said so many times on my social media platforms, this mascara gives me life. I absolutely love what it does to my lashes. Love the formula. It just looks really good. It's super easy to apply. It's one of those formulas where you don't need a lot of effort. It's quite wet, but it just glides on the lashes. So I completely forgot to record my lips and my cheeks. I'm using a Bobbi Brown Pot Rouge in the shade Powder Pink, which looks like this. It's so beautiful. Like, I love it. I already have it on my lips, but I'm just going to blend it out. I just noticed I wasn't recording, so I do apologize. I'm just going to blend it out a little bit more and apply it on this side. It just gives the most beautiful finish to the skin, and I love the concept of being able to use this on my cheeks and on my lips, because it really reminds me of my mom back in the day, where she would wear a lipstick and then also apply a little bit on her cheeks. And funny enough, I do still do stuff like that. If I want to go out after work and I don't have a blush on me and I want to kind of like revive my cheeks, I just apply Modesty from MAC. I absolutely love it. Always carry that lipstick with me, and it just looks amazing. Now moving on to highlighter, I'm using Soft and Gentle by MAC, which looks like this. It's the old packaging, which I prefer than the new one, and I'm using a dual fiber brush. This one is the F15 by Sigma, and I'm just going to apply a little bit on my nose just to highlight a little bit, and then here. I'm turning my face because I have a mirror right here. Just a little bit. Not too much, because this is actually quite pigmented. I love this highlighter, and I just apply it a little bit like in these areas, just to really bring the high points a little bit forward. I'm just going to apply a little bit more concealer, because I noticed that it kind of like disappeared because I was steering. And although I have applied already powder, this concealer still blends really nicely. I'm going to use this finger because I used the other one for my blush, but this time I'm not going to set it with the powder. I'm just going to leave it. It's not going to crease. So my last step is my MAC Fix Plus. I'm just going to spray a little bit just to blend everything in. So this is the finished look. I'm going to show you guys a close-up of how my makeup actually looks. It's perfect for every day, for somebody who is over 40. Not to say that somebody who's younger cannot wear this makeup. All I'm saying is, because I'm 41, I tend not to use as much products as I did before. This is like a go-to everyday makeup for me, which I absolutely love. Let me know in the comments below if you like videos such as this. Give this video a good thumbs up so I know I can do more videos of like getting ready, everyday makeup looks, what I would recommend. And please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you on my next video.